Hey guys, what's up? And in this video, I will be telling you how much damage each of Kazuya's moves do. If it's a multi-hit, then I will tell you how much damage each of the individual hits do, and the total amount of damage if all of the hits connect. Also, some attacks have many different places where you can hit that do different damage percentages, so I just went with one or two damage percentages that I think you'll be most likely to hit. Maybe your opinions will differ, but whatever. Also, this video is split into 5 different categories of different moves. So if you want to see a specific type of move, you can go to that category. And that's about all I have to say. So right into the first section. First up are his smash attacks, of which he has 3. His forward smash is Glorious Demon God Fist. The sour spot does 27.7%. The sweet spot does 31.6%. His up smash Devil Twister does 22.8%, which is the most likely percentage I think you'll hit. Lion Slayer, his down smash does 20.8%, which is also the damage that I think you're going to be hitting the most. And that is it for smash attacks. On to the next section. Next up are his 2 neutral attacks and his 4 normal tilts. His first neutral attack is 10 hit combo, which in total does 4.6%. I'm not going to put every percent for all of the 10 hits because I'd get too cluttered. Next one is Flash Punch Combo, which is done by doing the first 2 hits and then delaying the third one. The first hit does 3.6%. The second hit also does 3.6%. The third hit does 10.8%, and if you hit all moves, it does 18%. So his left splits kick, which is done by dashing 2 times to the whichever direction you're facing, and then pushing A, does 21.6%. His twin pistons, the first hit does 7. His up tilt, the first hit does 7.2%. The second hit does 12%, and if you hit both, it does 19.2%. His forward tilt Ani front kick, or I think that's how you pronounce it, does 17.4%, and his down tilt, which is Nejuri Uraken, I think is that how you pronounce it, also does 18%. And that's it for his neutral decks. Next are his diagonal or special tilts, as some people like to call it. His first one is roundhouse to triple spin kicks, which is done by doing diagonal up, whichever way you're facing. It does 4 hits. The first hit does 7.2%. The second hit does 3.6. The third hit does 3.6 again. The fourth hit does 12.6, and if you hit all, it does 27%. Tsunami kick is done by doing diagonal down whichever way you're facing. The first hit does 8.4%. The second hit does 12.6%, and if you hit both, it does 21%. Stature smash is done by doing diagonal down backwards, whichever the opposite way you're facing. Does 10.8% and stuns. Flash tornado is just done by pushing the opposite direction, and A, of course, like all these moves. It does Flash Tornado, does 18%. Jump Sidekick is done by doing diagonal up, the opposite way you're facing, does 16.2%. And that's all for his special tilts. Next are his specials and his final smash. His neutral special Devil Blaster does 13.2% angled forward like normal. If you angle it down, just 12%, and if you angle it up, it does 14.4%. His side special, Devil Fist, its sour spot is 14.2%, and its sweet spot is 13.2%, which also stuns your opponent. His up B Devil Wings on the ground is 21.6%, and the damage I think you're going to hit the most in the air is 8.4%. His down special, Heaven's Door, does 20.4%. And if the Rage Drive version of it, which is you're able to do it by using grab or down special after he's at 100%, which also increases the damage of all your moves by 1.1 times. It does 20.4. It does 32.3 damage in the Rage Drive form, and his final smash, Final Blaster, does 56.6%, and it's a multi-hit, but it has 30 hits. I'm not doing that. Nope. So, on to the next segment. Next up are his moves you can only do when crouching or after a crouch dash. By the way, a crouch dash is done by doing, um, while crouching, forward, whichever direction you're facing, down, diagonal down, whichever way you're facing, and you'll do a crouch dash. So the first move is Tombstone Crusher, which is done by just crouching and doing diagonal down the way you're facing. It does 19.8%. Crouch jab is just done by crouching and pushing the A button, which is different from down tilt. Does 6% each jab. Crouch spin kick is done by doing by crouching and doing diagonal down the opposite way you're facing. Demon God Fist is done by crouching and then uncrouching and then immediately pushing the A button. Does 14.4%. When God Fist is done by doing a crouch dash and then immediately pushing the A button, no holding or anything. It does 16.2%. Dragon Uppercut is done by crouch dashing and holding the A button, does 26.4%. And then Spinning Demon to Left Hook is done by crouch dashing and pushing the special button. The first hit does 8.4%, and the second hit does 17.4%. If you hit both, it does 25.8%. So that is all of his crouching / crouch dash moves. So on to the next section. Next are his aerials. He has 5 aerials. His neutral air is Jumping Knuckle. It does 11.2% and spikes. His forward air is Searing Edge. Its sour spot does 12% damage, and his sweet spot does 13.2% damage. Jumping Sobat or something, I don't know how you pronounce it. Its sour spot does 10%, and its sweet does 16%. That's his back air. Searing Edge is forward air, and his Jumping Knuckles is neutral air. Forgot to say that. Rising Toe Kick is his up air. If you do a short hop, it does 12.2%, and if you just hit it in the air, really, it does 14.4%. Demon Scissors is his down air. If you do it close to your opponent, it does 25.2%, and if you do it far away or land on them from up above, or from far up above, it does 18%, and that's all I have to say about his aerial. So, final segment. So, for the final segment of this video, I'll be doing his pummel and his throws. So, his pummel, sternum smash, does 4%, which is the strongest pummel in the whole game. His forward throw double face kick does 14.4%. His back throw, back pedal drop, does 18.8%. His up throw, Air Inferno, does 14.4%. His down throw, Stonehead, does 9.6%. And he has a special input command called Gates of Hell. It's diagonal down, whichever way you're facing, down, diagonal down, whichever way you're facing. So it's an input grab and then just the grab input after. And that does 28.8%. So grabs were pretty simple, and that's about it. All I have to say about all of his moves. So just go on to the outro. So that was all of how much damage all of Kazuya's moves do. If you like the format, I might do more. So if you have any ideas, comment down below what characters you'd like to see. Probably won't be as long, but I think it'll still help and be interesting. Also, at the beginning, I said 5 segments. I don't know how I messed it up, but there's 7. So sorry about that, but it's about all. If you liked the video and it helped you, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, and I will see you guys later. Peace.